Good evening and welcome to my final thoughts on G1NBC. My name is Joe Malik III. Tonight's story is about Jerry Kowalski's case in Livingston County, Michigan. I'd like to talk about Judge Matthew Stewart's ruling on not letting Pamela Moss, Sean Ryan, or Kimberly Morris to be witnesses in the court case. I could see Miss Ryan or Miss Morris not allowed to testify, but Pamela Moss had a good, close relationship with the judge and was friends with Sean Furlong, and he was the lead investigating officer in this case. Sean Furlong sat at the desk with the prosecutor throughout the whole trial. The main reason he was there is because the prosecutor felt that he could be the game changer in this case because he had the affair with the judge. Sean Furlong was the trooper that had gotten the confession from Jerry Kowalski. Jerry Kowalski's interrogation went on for several hours, and he made a confession that could have been under duress, and his confession didn't even meet the crime scene. But Sean Furlong took it anyways. They used the confession in court to get a guilty plea against Jerry Kowalski. The defense attorney had more evidence and more documentation to show that Jerry Kowalski was not the perpetrator, but the judge would not allow any of this evidence into the court systems. The judge had the confession, and that's all she needed was to use to convict Jerry Kowalski. Jerry Kowalski's defense attorney tried to get the confession thrown out of court. The judge would not allow any of that to happen. If all the evidence pertaining to this case was allowed to be shown to the jury, and then you let the jury decide if he's guilty or innocent. This is Joe Malik III, and I'll be right back with my final thoughts. As a reporter for some 30 years now, and interviewing over thousands plus people in my career, and thousands of videos on YouTube, Google, and other platforms, I've done my investigation in this case of the double murder homicide. I've also traveled the country covering this story, plus having opportunities to see files that weren't even allowed in the court systems, to give this man a fair trial, take his confession out of the case, and bring in all the evidence, and again let the jury decide. If the prosecutor wants to be fair and balanced, that's the best way. The prosecutor's office is managed by Bill Valancourt, and these are my final thoughts. Thank you, Joe Malik III.